Hello, Cancer. Welcome to Intuitive Gems. My name is Desiree, and today I'll be doing your money, wealth, finance, prosperity, and abundance reading for the month of March 2022. If this is your first time catching one of my readings, I do want to say welcome, and I invite you to subscribe because I do these readings each and every month, and I would love to share your money message with you. For the readings this month, I'll be using my tie-dye tarot deck. I will clarify with my Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot, and then I will close out your reading, Cancer, with a Goddess Guidance Oracle card. So as you can see, the cards are already starting to fall out, and wow. Cancer, your month is already starting off very creatively. I'll say that much. Yes, I am still working on my filming setup, trying to do better, trying to learn, how to make good videos. And I wish I was a professional, but I'm doing the best I can. So I appreciate you all understanding while I continue to learn. So I got a little bit more cards than I had anticipated, but it's okay. I'm ready to roll with it. All right, Cancer, like I said, March is going to be a very creative month for you, and not only creative, but it's also going to be a good money flow month. Now, I say that because we've got some really nice cards here. High Priestess, Queen of Pentacles, and then we have the Nine of Cups, and then also we have the Hermit and the Death card. I mean, really, all of these cards are pretty positive. The only thing is that your investments may move a little bit slower than anticipated because I see that Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. But other than that, looks like creativity is definitely going to be something that works for you as it relates to bringing in more money for the month of March. So we have the Magician. That's the ultimate creator. He's also the card of alchemy, meaning using your resources, using what you have in order to attract more of what you want. The High Priestess, she is the high intuitive card. She's the divine feminine card. The other thing about the High Priestess is that she's the one that is really running the show behind the scenes. She has this very quiet confidence about her, and I think that's what we're going to see and feel for you, Cancer, as we move throughout the month of March. You're going to have this quiet assurance. You're really going to feel confident and comfortable in your own skin, and that allows you to really show up authentically and to really be magnetic as it relates to money, but not only money, but also opportunities, new ideas, new people, new relationships, and a new environment potentially could come into play. Now, we talked about the Queen of Pentacles. Like I said, I think your investments are just going to slow down a little bit if they've been I don't want to say like they're going to take a dip, but I do feel like there's going to be some stagnation. In other words, it won't necessarily grow, but you're not going to lose a whole lot either. So, the nice thing about the Queen of Pentacles is that she's a very stable, conservative, and consistent investor. And I think that's definitely going to work in your favor this month. All right, Cancer, we've got a really fun card, the Nine of Cups. That's the wish card. So whatever you're hoping for, whatever you're praying for, it's definitely going to show up in some way, shape, or fashion during the month of March. Now, it doesn't mean the whole thing, the whole enchilada is going to be delivered, although it very well could be. You're at least going to get some positive feedback and some positive signs that what you want to occur is starting to happen, or things are starting to shift and really kind of work and roll in your favor. Next, we have the Hermit card. That is the card of going within and really kind of taking some time for yourself and getting clear on what you want. The other thing about the Hermit card is that he has no problem working alone. As a matter of fact, in some ways, especially when it comes to finances and career, that may be the best strategy for you right now, Cancer. Finally, we have the Death card. The Death card is a card of transformation. Like I said, I think things are definitely shifting for you as we move into March. So you're really going to transform not only your financial life, but I'm also feeling like your spiritual and your emotional life as well. Now, we know that money has ties to emotions, also relationships, and in a lot of ways, maybe in the biggest way, spirituality. If you can really get a grasp on how all of these fit together for you in your life, Cancer, I think you're going to see some dramatic like I said, life-altering changes that are definitely going to be really, really good for you, right? So, get ready and don't be afraid for things to be totally different, because that's where you're going to find exactly what you're looking for as it relates to money and finances. Now, next we have the Ace of Cups here. I really love this card. This is the brand new relationship. It's also the card of overflow. The Ace of Cups talks about starting something new, and not only does it work out well, it seems to just overflow with goodness. As this relates to your money, this could mean that you have an overflow of cash or an overflow of opportunity. It could also mean that maybe your business is experiencing an overflow of customers or clients or sales, right? So it's a very exciting card to see, and I think, like I said, it's definitely going to set the tone for March for you, Cancer. All right, let's continue on here and see what else shows up for the sign of Cancer as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of March 2022. Okay, so again, we're on a roll here with some really good cards. The only thing I want you to pay attention to is your budget. That's what I'm picking up with the Four of Pentacles. Also, this Five of Cups in the reverse. Are you staying somewhere when you know you need to make a move? That's what that card is all about. It's about having regrets, but it's also about regretting something that you know you should be doing and you're not doing it. And trust me, everybody is in that space more times than they probably would like to admit. But, just be aware of what you're doing in your own life, and especially in your financial life, Cancer, as it relates to growth, expansion, and moving forward. But now we've got the Knight of Wands. That's support and assistance showing up for you as it relates to your career and or your work or your business, or if you are a student or if you are retired, whatever way you are economically supported, you're going to see some type of growth and expansion in that area. Okay, so it's a really good card. It's a very positive card, and usually it's a card that takes a lot of people by surprise because they're not expecting anyone to help them in a certain area, especially financially or money, related. But it looks like you are going to get some type of help or support in that area. Now, it may not be from a person. It could be from a company. It could be from I don't know, maybe your community, but it's definitely going to be something where you're going to feel supported and you're going to feel helped in a way that you did not expect. We already talked about the Four of Pentacles. Pay attention to your budget, right? Make sure that you've got everything taken care of. You want to make sure that things are squared away for the month of March. Actually, all year round, Cancer. But, make sure all your bills are caught up and, try not to be frivolous with any of your money. But here's where it gets really exciting. We've got the Ace of Wands. Now, I've been seeing this card in almost all the signs this month. That is a card of cash flow. Now, usually I'm not surprised when I see that card, for like a business or maybe like some investor types. But because I'm seeing that card for all the signs, and I'm getting the sense that this is something tax related for a lot of us, right? Because 2021 was a really interesting year for so many of us financially, as it relates to our work, as it relates to our businesses. So I'm feeling like there's going to be some nice tax advantages for quite a few of you. Of course, that's not going to be everyone, but I do sense that a lot of an influx of cash is coming through for so many of you because it is tax time. So if you're not doing your taxes, that could be another thing that we need to pay attention to, as noted by that Four of Pentacles card. But I think a lot of you are going to get some tax advantages. So, that's just one way. Of course, that's not the only way you can get an influx of cash, but I do see some cash flow coming in. So that's really exciting. And, it's one of those things where, make sure you have a plan for your money. Give every dollar a job, as Dave Ramsey likes to say, and make sure that you are investing in yourself, okay? Because I do think that that's definitely going to take you to that next level as it relates to your money, in your business, in your career, in your life, in your relationships, and all those things. All right, Cancer, let's continue on and see what else shows up for you. As it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance. For the month of March 2022. Okay. For the sign of Cancer. Okay, so your investments definitely take a turn for the better by the time we hit the middle of March. So don't freak out if you see something happening. Where did we see that? This Queen of Pentacles here. You know, we've got a repeater. She's here and then she's here. I also see the King of Pentacles. This is good news as it relates to your investments. A lot of you know that I am a fan of crypto, so I've been picking up that crypto is definitely going to do some big things in the month of March. Now, I also sense, too, that there's going to be some dips, okay? So don't freak out and don't panic. For those of you who are crypto investors, you know, don't worry, because that's just kind of the nature of the crypto game. And I don't know why I'm saying that. Maybe there's somebody that needs to hear it, but it looks like, you know, things are going to bounce back up, you know? As a matter of fact, I'm very positive that things are going to bounce back up, you know, but we are going to see some dips in the process, but those are not long term and those are not going to be permanent, right? Everything goes in cycles, especially investing. But let's go ahead and start with this Two of Wands. That is you taking some time to really evaluate your past and figure out what you want to do differently in the future, especially as it relates to money. I do think that you are going to have a game plan in place by the time we reach the end of March, Cancer, as far as long-term visions for your money, right? Whatever it is, a 1-year plan, a 5-year plan, a 10-year plan. You know, we're not talking about short term. We're focused on both the short and long term. We want to make money now and we want to make even more money later. Okay, at least that's my plan. So I do feel like a lot of you are, you know, coming up with the way to make that happen in your own life. Next, we got the Ten of Wands. Be careful that you don't take on too much. Sometimes we can overwhelm ourselves and get stressed out. Next, we have the Ten of Cups in the reverse. Now, that's another positive card. Just because it's in the reverse doesn't mean it's not good news. It means that there is going to be something worth celebrating once we get to the second half of March. Again, I have a feeling it's going to be investment related because I've got 2 cards here telling me that investments are going to be really, really good in the second half of March. So I think you're going to experience some wins here as it relates to your investments. They're not going to be as big as what you had hoped, but they're still going to be good, okay? And remember, it's all about long term and it's all about consistency when it comes to the game or the plan or the strategy of investing. Finally, we got the Chariot here, which means you're going to have a lot of things happening very, very quickly. You're going to have several projects going on at once. Now, again, that could cause a little bit of overwhelm, as we see here. But the other thing about the Chariot is that speed is definitely on your side. So the faster you can get things done, the more opportunity, the more money, the more long-term gains you will see as a result of that, right? And it's not about going fast just for the sake of going fast, but it's also about just not wasting any time. All right, Cancer, let's see what else shows up for you as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity. And abundance for the month of, for the month of March 2022. All right, Cancer, so as we close out March, looks like you're going to have, things are going to feel a little off balance. Now, this is not anything to panic about. You know, when I see this Temperance card, that means that your focus, your priorities are a little, what would the word be? I don't know, like a little lopsided, but there's nothing wrong with that. There's a time and a place for everything. So I have a feeling that your focus and your priority in the month of March is really going to be money, you know, and as a result of that, that means sometimes things kind of fall by the wayside. It means sometimes things, you know, get neglected, but it's a temporary situation. So don't feel bad about that. Every successful person has had to neglect other areas of their life, sometimes to get to that next level. Now, I'm not saying, you know, destroy your relationships or your health in the pursuit of money or in the pursuit of success, but understand that there's going to be days where work takes the priority, and then there's going to be days where family or health takes the priority. It's never going to be equal, okay? Next, we got the Queen of Cups. Now, she's the emotional card. Sometimes when I see her, we're a little bit overly sensitive. Now, I'm not surprised. She fell onto that Ten of Wands. So, you know, sometimes when we're overworked and we're stressed, yeah, we get hypersensitive. Okay, and again, because things are slightly out of balance temporarily, yeah, we're going to feel really, really sensitive. So understand what's coming into play here as it relates to your feelings. But again, you're on the pursuit of financial wealth, financial gain, success, and that is to be expected along the journey. Next, we have the Ace of Swords, a wonderful card. We've got two powerful cards here. The Ace of Swords is a breakthrough. It's a financial and a spiritual breakthrough happening for you, Cancer. I hope you're ready, because it looks like it's going to be something monumental. Again, it could be something investment related too. Maybe you're going to have an opportunity to invest more than you had anticipated, or it could just be maybe something wasn't kind of flowing in your personal life or in your business, and it looks like it will start picking up. We also have the Page of Wands. That's good news coming in as it relates to your work and as it relates to your career or your business. And finally, we have the Moon card. Now, the Moon card is telling me to tell you that sometimes you don't have all the facts. So you have to work with what you know and understand there's going to be things that you don't know, but you don't know that you don't know, right? We've all heard that we don't know what we don't know. So do the best you can with what you have, and you will know what you need to know when you need to know it. All right, Cancer, let's go ahead and close out your reading with a Goddess Guidance Oracle card. Okay, I got two cards for you here. All right, the first card is Arakura. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. If not, feel free to correct me. This card is blossoming. You are just getting started, so have patience with yourself and the process, and do not give up. Oh my gosh, that's exactly the tone and the theme of this reading here. Be patient with yourself. You know, it is a process. Don't give up. The other card we got is it Ixchel? I don't know how to pronounce that again. Feel free to correct me. But this is the Medicine Woman card. You are a channel for divine healing power. You are a channel for divine healing power. Yes. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous illustration on this card. All right, Cancer, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please drop them down below. I want to thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. We'll do it all again next month.